see that some comments came in. Give me a second. As soon as I'm parked, which will be in about a minute and a half, maybe even less, I'll be able to check with you. Oh man, pretty sure this Spectrum guy parked where I wanted to park. Maybe not. No, still got a shady spot. That's good. Nice and shady. Elsa, hello, 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 hello. That was a potential spam. Sorry about that, guys. Back up. Drooling, you weirdo. Space Nut. What's up? We're a little bit late today. We went live at noon instead of at 11. We're out and about working. doing some yard work, trimming, mowing, that kind of thing. Surprise, surprise, Space Nut. You're cooking. Today's another beautiful day. It's 75 or so outside today. That's what, 28 Celsius, I think, maybe 25. Yeah, 20, about 25 Celsius. Double it and add 14, right? Yeah, we're parked at a place she's normally not at. It's an apartment complex. So as soon as I get moving here, I'm gonna want to take my phone with me, and then I'll have to end the live. But we're on a lunch break right now, so it's been 18 minutes, 19 minutes, and 50 seconds. And so once we get working here, I'll take my phone with me. But yeah, this is an apartment complex she's normally not at. So there's, I don't know, something like 20 apartments. There's a lot to look at. So she's very interested in what's happening. It's not as busy as it is in the afternoon. Because during the workday, most people are at work, which is when we prefer to do the mowing and the trimming because there's less cars to worry about. But in the afternoon, she would be going wild. We were here yesterday in the afternoon, and she was just like in the car howling the whole time. And you know, with these big communities like this, where they all kind of share, like in this complex, they all share the same laundry room, right? They all have their own apartments, and then in the middle of the complex is a laundry room. So having all these people who already have the stress of being too close to their neighbors, you don't want to add the stress of a random dog running around. Yeah, it's a clear blue sky. There's too many trees around right now for me to show you guys. But it's a clear blue sky. Like, there's a plane up there, and he's got to be a couple 100 miles away. And I can see him because the skies are just so clear. Yesterday was nice too, but it was chilly. It was like 70 degrees with like a little bit of wind. It was gorgeous out yesterday. So I did the landscaping work yesterday and a little bit of trimming yesterday towards the end of the day. No, no, you don't need to stare out my window also. Stop that. Ow. Putting your elbow in me. Ow. She's getting restless. Of course. You're getting restless, girly, I know. I know. You're getting restless, I know. Oh, fun. Hi, Mrs. Senior Space Nut. Well, hopefully she enjoys your cooking, because that's the quickest way, right? quickest way to a heart is through food. They say it's the quickest way to a man's heart is through food, but I also think women like food too, just as much as we do. If she doesn't like to cook, you like to cook, and you're good at it, you just got yourself. Like, that person's into you. Good. I can cook a few things pretty damn good, but it's unconventional. It's air fryer and microwave food. Like, a couple things I can make in stir fry, and they come out pretty damn good. So my cooking is limited. There's a guy in my town who cooks. I think he's got a YouTube page. He's an individual with Down syndrome, and he does cooking live stream. And he's made quite a name for himself, is my understanding. Cosmo! You don't own a microwave or an air fryer? Oh no. I would be a disaster in the kitchen at your house. There's no way. I would starve. If there was no microwave or air fryer, I would starve. I cook damn near everything in the microwave or the air fryer. If I don't want it to get all like weird chewy, I'll cook it in the air fryer. If it needs to be like fluffed up by moisture, I'll cook it in the microwave. Sometimes I do both. And they're on opposite sides of our kitchen, so it's interesting. Sometimes I'll put it in the microwave to defrost it, and then I'll put it in the air fryer to cook it. If you get the timing down and the temperature down, it comes out so good. Especially like bagel bites. Bagel bites will come out really crunchy on the outside and really chewy on the inside if you cook them in the air fryer alone, because they're supposed to be made in the oven, right? Where there's a little bit more air and it's not quite hot all the time. It's kind of stagnant air, whereas the air fryer, the air is moving. So I'll cook them in the microwave first to get them defrosted, where the inside is still like a little bit frozen, and then I'll cook them in the air fryer for like half the time that the oven is supposed to cook them, and they come out perfect. JJSC. JJSC. Everybody talks good things about air fryers. I know I've come across a few people who are like, if you say air fryer in my live stream, I'll ban you. Like, get out of here with the air fryer. Like, they're so against it. It's funny. But yeah, I love our air fryer. It is the most used tool in our kitchen, especially on hot days. Oh man, if you want to make a hot meal that's supposed to be made in the oven, you can make it in the air fryer. And it's got like 1,000 different settings, but I only use the one. I just adjust the settings between time and temperature on the air fryer. Because it has like a bake setting, like a rotisserie setting. It's got all kinds of different settings. I only use the one. I'm doing great. It's a beautiful day. I'm on my lunch break here, waiting for the guy I'm working with. He's got the equipment to make the next step happen. So if he's here in the next 3 minutes, then the half an hour lunch break will have worked out. But if he's not, then I'll just, I guess, wait for him, because I probably should have taken the trimmer with me so I could start without him. But I put it on the trailer, so I can't start without him. This is true. This is true. American foods are definitely about convenience. We don't have time for all that nonsense. We would rather pay somebody to cook it or have it done quickly. That's the American way. Either pay to have it done or get it done as fast as possible so you can do things with your time. Everybody's so impatient. And sometimes that works out in your favor and sometimes it doesn't. So like for instance, if you get paid salary, it doesn't matter how fast or quickly or slowly you do the work, you get paid the same amount of money. It also doesn't matter how many hours you put in. But if you're hourly, then you kind of get penalized for finishing the work quickly because you get paid the same amount, whether you finish quickly or not. So I think that's where it stems from. It stems from employers wanting people to move quickly so that they can pay them less per job. You know, the more they get done, the more that the employer makes for the time that their employee gives them. Yeah, it's pretty expensive for real ingredients. Correct. That's the way I like that we do the work too. I'd like to get paid by the job and then get it done proficiently, correctly, effectively. And this way I get hired again for another job. And when you get paid by the job, there's no real time constraint. Your time is your own enemy. But then your customer's not paying for things like overhead problems. If you lose power, that's not your customer's fault, and you get paid when you're done with the job. To me, that's the best way to do it. But people don't always like that, especially when you tell somebody, you've got to pay me a lot of money because my expertise is worth it. They're like, no, you know what? I'm just gonna figure it out myself, or I'll have somebody else do it because this job is not worth that much to me. And then you have to break down and go, okay, well, it's worth this many hours to me. How's this rate instead? Do we want to know why you go on holidays a lot? Is it because your parents are rich? Or because your family lives all over the place? Or maybe a combination of the both? My parents from Jersey travel quite a bit because they're late in their years now, so they have plenty of vacation time saved up, and they've got money saved up, and all of our relatives live all over the country. So it's a little bit of a both for my parents why they travel so much. It's both, yeah. It's nice to have parents that are well off enough so that the kids can enjoy their life. Like, we're certainly not rich people, but my kiddo has a great life. Or where he's at in his life is more than I ever had in my life. You know, my dad passed away when I was really, really young, probably like 3 years old, and he's 5. So I've already, just existing past the point of where he was 3 years old, he's had more support than I ever had growing up. And then he's got things like a house that's got a mortgage on it instead of renting and being worried about getting kicked out or violating rental rules. And then he's got side like swing sets, and he's got a little pool and sandbox, 2 trampolines, and you know we got 3 dogs at home, so he's got more than I ever had. I never had any of that stuff. No trampolines, no pool, no sandbox, no swings, no dogs. You know, growing up we were always renting. So he's got more in his life now than I ever had growing up. And I'm so grateful that my life has turned out the way that it has. You think Cosmo is secretly a holiday? I'm reading some of these comments like upside down to the side. A little less boring over here. She's so intense before. Now she's like, oh, everything's chilled out. It's quiet around here. Till somebody starts making noise, and then she'll pop up like a little gopher. Like one twig. Right? She's gonna hear one twig snap. Just poof, pop right up. How girly. Yeah, you hear one twig, you'll pop right up. Yeah. Well, thank you. Mm. That's good. It's nice to be able to enjoy your life, Cosmo. So enjoy it, but try not to. What I would say is enjoy it too much. Everything in moderation, right? When we do things in excess, bad things tend to come. Yeah. Ain't that right, Zooey? Never wants to stay on camera. Always got to make me adjust it. I think you are a spoiled brat like some kids. Ready? Chant it with me, Space Nut. Ready? Cosmo's a spoiled brat. Cosmo's a spoiled brat. No, I'm just kidding. I'm picking on you, Cosmo. I'm picking on you. Frugal is the key. That's correct. I went cliff jumping yesterday. It sounds fun. That sounds really fun. Freaking turd. Terrifying. I imagine it would be terrifying, but it does sound fun though. All this stuff you do, Cosmo, you should be taking pictures of it and making content. This is the kind of stuff people like to see. Extravagant lifestyles. If you want your channel to grow, that's the stuff you want to put up there. Like, check out me rock climbing. Check out me cliff diving. You know, even if it's not you on camera. And it's just the camera climbing, or it's just the camera cliff diving. Hey, do you have a GoPro? Yeah, it does become less fun as you get older. Mostly because the fear of falling is a lot greater. Because as you get older, the farther you fall from, the more it hurts. The longer it takes you to recover from it. Falling as an adult. I mean, you don't even have to. The day it feels like you went down a flight of stairs. My back is already telling me it's had enough. But I'm going to have to keep pushing it. Because the work I'm doing requires physical labor. You got a full lifestyle there, Cosmo. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Like I said, I wish you would do some content. That's the stuff people want to see. Rock climbing, scuba diving, cliff jumping. Those are exciting things that people like to see content of. And art is a category too. But if you want clickbait, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Aaron, if you want clickbait, you should put those exciting things up there. Ghost! Ghost in the building! The proverbial building. We're in the car, waiting for the contractor to get here. I guess, technically subcontracting, but he's got the equipment. So he was supposed to be here in 15 seconds, maybe 15 minutes ago. So if he's not here by 1, we're going to end at regular time. Then I'll have to call him. I definitely should have brought the equipment with me. I said I could have been starting without him. He might not know that I didn't take the equipment with me. Yeah, no cloud storage in the 90s is correct. People laugh at you when you tell them you're older than Google. They're like, what? Deny, deny, deny. Flip the focus. Deny everything. Alright, watch your ear holes, everybody. Another 8 minutes here. Excuse me. time I adjust the camera, she's like, no, I'm gonna move. She's trying to be off camera, y'all. See how much time we got here. 2 more minutes. And we're gonna end it here. And then I guess I'll get a hold of the contractor and see if he's coming through with the equipment or not. I think she'd do better as this. Oh yeah, right. The Slinky Dog. How would I even make that work? All right, we have reached that 1 hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna end the live stream here. We're gonna give him a call and figure out where this equipment is. I got some content up of me playing fetch with Zuma, and I got more to come. So keep an eye out for that. Keep that notification bell on if you haven't already. Subscribe. Double tap the screen before we leave. But we're gonna take off here so I can get the rest of this day moving along. Thank you for coming out. Thank you. I'm not letting up. Fuck how you feel. I got my boots laced and I'm out.